I'm not saying that I can't juggle. I'm just saying I don't have the balls for it. What did one bean say to the other bean? How ya been? So a pirate walks into a bar with the steering wheel of his ship like glued to his crotch, and the bartender goes, "Man, you know your steering wheel's stuck in your crotch. What's up with that, man?" And the pirate goes, "Arr, it's driving me nuts. Why can't you hear pterodactyls go to the bathroom?" Because the P is silent. What did the pirate say when he turned 80 years old? "Aye, matey." What's a ghost's religion of choice? Buddhism. What's the difference between Batman and a thief? Hey. Batman can go into the store without Robin. That's not funny. So a man and a woman were standing on their porch, and the wife's looking over at the neighbors going, "Look at Jim. He's always holding his wife's hand and kissing her and holding doors for her, taking her out. How come you never do those things?" The guy goes, "I barely know her." So my dad used to make the best lasagna, but he always told me to eat over my plate. One day I was like, "Dad, what does it matter if I eat over my plate?" And he's like, "You'll get lasagna." Okay, that one was bad. So I asked the lion and the witch what they were doing in my wardrobe. They said it's Narnia business. My arm feels like a tiny dollar bill. It's a little tender. So a man put an ad in the newspaper saying, "Wife wanted." The next day he got 100 letters, and they all said the exact same thing. "You can have mine." So I used to be a waiter and a bartender, and whenever a vegan would come in, I would always have to walk on eggshells to not offend them, and that always seemed to make them more angry. I got a quick joke for ya. What do you give to a sick lemon? Lemonade. People always ask me how I managed to sneak so much candy into the movie theaters. Well, I got a few tricks up my sleeve. Why did the toilet paper roll down the hill? To get to the bottom. Just looking at my ceiling here, and I'm not sure if it's the best ceiling ever, but it's definitely up there. It is Wednesday, my dudes. I was in a job interview the other day, and the interviewer said, "What's your greatest strength?" And I said, "I fall in love too easily." And the interviewer was a little confused, but he said, "And what's your greatest weakness?" And I said, "Those big blue eyes." I work all day building doors at a factory, so I'm constantly just swinging a hammer, and I'm a little Thor. How come when everyone went on to Noah's Ark, the 2 worms didn't go in an apple? Because everyone had to go in pairs. So a man gets on the scale, and he's sucking in his tummy, and his wife walks in and goes, "That's not gonna help at all." And he goes, "Sure it is. That's the only way I can see the numbers." I wanted to let you guys know about my wife's new tropical food diet. She's got the stuff all over the house. It's enough to make a mango crazy. I walked up to a blonde lady who was just had a can of soda, and she was sucking on the bottom of it, and I was like, "Lady, what the heck are you doing?" And she's like, it says drink by the date on the bottom, but it's not working very well." I want to tell you about the time that I went into the doctor's office and I said, "Doc, my nose, it hurts really bad. Can you take a look at it?" And the doc takes a look at it, and my nose goes, "Hey doc, can I borrow 20 bucks? Just starts talking to him, and the doctor goes, "I see what the problem is. Your nose is broke." I just wanted to tell you about the time that my doctor said I was drinking too much and I should give him a urine sample.
there was an olive in it. I used to really not like facial hair, but then it grew on me. Did you hear about the kidnapping at the school? He woke up. Why did the police officer smell so bad? 'Cause he was on duty. Why don't crabs give to charity? Because they're shellfish. I wanted to let you guys know that I ended up selling my vacuum cleaner. It was just gathering dust. I just wanted to talk about how everyone thinks that mountains are so funny, but I just don't think they are. They're hill areas. Did you guys know that the only thing flat earthers fear is the sphere itself? This might be the second best show that I have ever seen. The first is that one show about the beavers, and man, that was the best damn show I've ever seen. Do you guys know why the blind man fell into the well? Because he couldn't see that well. My electric toothbrush broke today, so I had to switch to my acoustic. I just wanted to tell you guys about how my friend who works as a nurse in the local hospital, she keeps telling me about this patient of hers who's been on the floor for a couple weeks. I'm like, why don't you just pick her up and put her back in the bed? What's up, YouTube? Al's back with another attack. Let's talk about that. A sexy hobo was driving down the road in a Mustang convertible. Somebody stopped him and said, "How did you get such a nice car?" He explained how I was sitting on the curb and a beautiful woman driving his car picked me up, and she said I was really sexy, so she drove me back to the middle of the woods and she goes, "Kiss me." So I kissed her as passionately as I could, and then she took off all of her clothes and said, "Take anything I've got." And it didn't look like her panties would fit me, so I took her car. What is Whitney Houston's favorite type of coordination? And I don't think that women should be allowed to have kids after 40. I mean, 40 kids is just way too many by any standard.